We all know that early detection of cancer significantly improves your treatment options and chances of a successful outcome. Unfortunately, many people ignore the early signs of cancer, mistaking them for minor illnesses. That's why they fail to get early treatment. Today, we'll learn 12 signs of cancer that 90% of people ignore. Number 1. Unexplained weight loss or gain. Are you also one of those who want to gain or lose some extra flesh of the body? But if you ever notice a sudden change in your weight without any major lifestyle changes, then this is not a healthy sign. Weight fluctuations are common, but unexplained weight loss or gain is also a warning sign of cancer. How? Let's get into this. Cancer cells grow excessively and need a lot of energy to sustain themselves. Also, they break down proteins and muscle tissue for energy. This leads to your body burning more calories than usual, even when you are not being more active. The increased metabolic rate causes significant weight loss. But it's not that everyone loses weight. Sometimes cancer also results in weight gain. It's because certain cancers disrupt your body's hormone levels. For example, ovarian cancer causes hormonal imbalances that lead to weight gain. Hormones regulate many of your body's functions, including metabolism and fat storage, so changes result in weight gain. Besides, some cancers, such as liver cancer, lead to fluid retention in the body, leading to weight gain. This is due to the tumor pressing on veins or lymphatic vessels, causing a buildup of fluids. Number 2. Persistent fatigue. Sometimes your days get so busy that your body feels fatigued. All you wish for is a complete day break and a good sleep to make you feel alive again. But if this feeling continues even after proper rest and you feel drained every time, then this is not something like normal fatigue. This unusual fatigue is also a red sign of cancer. Yes, you heard it right. The major way to detect this symptom is that it does not improve with time. Instead, it gets worse. This happens due to excessive energy utilization of your body during cancer. As discussed earlier, cancer cells grow and divide at a faster speed, requiring a lot of energy. This increased energy demand leaves you feeling drained and exhausted, even if you're not engaging in physical activity. Also, when you have cancer, your immune system works overtime to fight the disease. This constant immune activity saps your energy, leading to persistent fatigue. Not only this, but some cancers, such as those affecting the digestive tract or reproductive organs, cause internal bleeding. This blood loss leads to anemia. It is a condition where you don't have enough red blood cells to carry oxygen to your tissues, resulting in fatigue. Number 3. Lumps or bumps. Finding new lumps or bumps on your body is concerning, as it is an underlying symptom of cancer. Even though not all lumps are cancerous, but still you should not ignore them and go for a checkup. Let's learn how cancer leads to the development of these abnormal growths. Cancer occurs when cells begin to grow uncontrollably. Normally, cells grow, divide, and die in an orderly fashion. But in the case of cancer, cells do not die when they continue to grow and divide. This creates a noticeable lump or bump as the cells accumulate. Also, cancer spreads to the lymph nodes, small bean-shaped structures that are part of the immune system. Swollen lymph comes up like lumps under the skin. This can happen in different body parts, including the breasts, neck, armpits, and testicles. The lump may be painless or tender, hard or soft, depending on the type and location of the cancer. So if you ever find a lump in your body, don't ignore it and consult your doctor. Number 4. Appearance of new moles. Do you know skin changes are one of the first visible signs of cancer? Have you noticed any new moles or changes in existing ones? If yes, then just don't ignore it. It's because skin cancer, such as melanoma, usually starts as a new growth. These changes include variations in color, size, or shape. Melanomas typically appear as asymmetrical moles with irregular borders and multiple colors. Not only new moles, but existing moles also become cancerous, leading to noticeable changes. But the question is, how would you recognize these changes? Here is the simple solution for it. The ABCDE rule. It helps identify likely melanoma. Asymmetry is the first sign, where one half of the mole doesn't match the other. Then, check the border. Cancerous moles often have irregular, ragged edges. Color is another key factor. A mole that becomes multicolored or has uneven shading can be a warning sign. Diameter matters too. If the mole is larger than 6 millimeters, it could be concerning. Finally, pay attention to evolution, meaning any changes over time in the mole's size, shape, or color. Number 5. Unusual bleeding or discharge. Unusual bleeding or discharge is also an alarming sign of cancer. Understanding these signs helps you detect them earlier. The mechanisms behind these symptoms usually involve tumor growth attacking and damaging nearby tissues and blood vessels, causing them to bleed. For example, lung cancer leads to coughing up blood if the tumor affects the airways, while cancers of the digestive system cause gastrointestinal bleeding. Also, cancer causes ulceration or the formation of open sores, which bleed. Oral cancers lead to sores in the mouth that do not heal and bleed easily. Wait guys, here's a lot more to go. Unexpected vaginal bleeding is mostly associated with reproductive systems cancers such as cervical, uterine, or vaginal cancer. These cancers cause abnormal growths or lesions that lead to bleeding between periods, after menopause, or following sexual intercourse. Besides blood, unusual discharge from the genital or anal area also should not be ignored. Reproductive cancers cause watery, foul-smelling, or blood-tinged discharge, while anal cancer leads to mucus or bloody discharge from the anus. Number 6. Difficulty swallowing or persistent indigestion. Almost everyone would have suffered from indigestion at least once. Do you struggle with swallowing or suffer from constant indigestion? But keep in mind, not every indigestion is a normal one. Sometimes this persistent indigestion or difficulty swallowing is a gesture towards something horrible, like cancer. But this persistent difficulty swallowing or indigestion is not like a normal one. It turns everyday activities, like eating and drinking, into challenges. One common reason is that cancers of the esophagus, stomach, or throat physically obstruct these pathways. For example, tumors grow large enough to block the esophagus, making swallowing painful or difficult. This is more than just a physical blockage. The presence of a tumor also causes irritation and inflammation, further complicating swallowing. It feels like food is perpetually stuck in your throat or chest. Continuous heartburn is another red flag. While occasional heartburn is common, constant or severe symptoms indicate stomach cancer. Cancer sometimes affects the stomach lining, which leads to a persistent burning sensation. Moreover, tumors alter the way the stomach processes food, causing indigestion and a feeling of fullness after eating only small amounts. Number 7. Chronic cough or hoarseness. Cough is something that makes a healthy man feel sick and annoyed due to constant irritation in the throat. But a cough that just won't go away or causes a change in your voice is something more serious, like lung cancer. This type of cancer irritates the airways, leading to a relentless cough. Sometimes this cough is dry, while at other times, it also produces blood or mucus. The presence of blood, even in small amounts, is worrisome and should be treated immediately. On the other side, hoarseness occurs when cancer affects the vocal cords or nearby structures. For example, laryngeal cancer, which starts in the voice box. It directly causes changes in your voice. This also sometimes makes your voice sound raspy, weak, or unusually deep. Lung cancer, especially if it spreads to or presses on nerves linked with the vocal cords, leads to hoarseness. But why this happens? Well, the process is quite insidious. As tumors grow, they put pressure on or invade the tissues and nerves involved in breathing and speaking. This pressure causes inflammation, obstructs the airways, and affects nerve function, resulting in persistent coughing and changes in voice quality. Number 8. Changes in bowel or bladder habits. Do you know cancer causes noticeable changes in bowel or bladder habits, which are usually early signs of the disease? When cancer develops in the digestive or urinary systems, it interferes with normal functions. For example, colorectal cancer leads to persistent diarrhea, constipation, or a change in the caliber of the stool, making it pencil thin. These changes occur because tumors partially obstruct the bowel, altering the passage of waste. The blood in the stool, either bright red or dark and tar-like, is another alarming sign that signals immediate medical attention. This bleeding can be caused by tumors disrupting the blood vessels within the digestive tract. The reason behind these changes is the tumor's growth and invasion into surrounding tissues, causing blockages, irritation, or direct bleeding. Tumors in the colon or rectum create partial blockages that change how stool passes through the digestive tract, leading to symptoms like diarrhea or constipation. Meanwhile, tumors in the bladder obstruct the flow of urine, causing frequency, urgency, or a weak urine stream. Number 9. Persistent headaches. Headache is something that destroys your whole day. It could be due to any reason, like lack of sleep, stress, and even due to hunger. But if this pain continues and does not stop, it is not a very good sign. It also indicates cancer. Yeah, you heard it right. Cancer also causes persistent headaches, making a quite common illness a significant health concern. This happens because when cancer spreads to the brain or originates there, it creates pressure within the skull. This pressure occurs because tumors take up space, cause swelling, or block the flow of cerebrospinal fluid, which increases pressure inside the skull. This heightened pressure irritates nerves and blood vessels, resulting in chronic headaches. It's important to note that these headaches vary in intensity and type. Some feel like dull, persistent aches, while others are sharp and throbbing. This variability makes it easy to dismiss them as just another bad headache, especially if they aren't initially severe. Number 10. Frequent fevers or infections. Another major symptom of cancer is frequent fevers or infections. Even though it's quite common to get a fever, it also indicates cancer as cancer significantly impacts your immune system, leading to frequent fevers or infections. When cancer cells grow and spread, they affect your body's ability to fight off infections. This is particularly true for cancers of the blood, such as leukemia or lymphoma, which directly impact white blood cells. These cells are important for your immune response, and when they're compromised, your body becomes more vulnerable to infections. Also, tumors produce substances that interfere with normal immune function, further weakening your body's defenses. Like certain cancers release proteins that disrupt the production and function of immune cells, making it harder for your body to combat infections. This results in more frequent and severe illnesses, even from common pathogens that wouldn't typically cause significant problems. Number 11. Persistent pain. Do you have body pain that doesn't seem to go away? If yes, then make sure to consult your doctor. It's because cancer causes persistent pain in various ways, converting a normal day into a struggle. One common way cancer induces pain is through the growth of tumors. As tumors expand, they press against bones, nerves, or other organs, leading to discomfort. Like a tumor in the abdomen presses on the intestines or other organs, causing a constant ache or sharp pain. This type of pain is usually described as a deep, aching pain that doesn't go away and worsens over time. It is also accompanied by other symptoms like fractures or decreased mobility, making everyday activities challenging. Number 12. Non-healing sores. Imagine discovering a sore that simply won't heal, lingering for weeks or even months. This is a red flag that shouldn't be ignored, as non-healing sores is also a cancer sign. Cancerous sores, especially those in the mouth, skin, or genital areas, usually persist because the cancer cells disrupt the normal healing process. These cells grow uncontrollably, forming tumors that interfere with the body's ability to repair itself. Recognizing these non-healing sores is important. If you notice a sore that doesn't heal, it's important to seek medical attention timely. While these symptoms can be caused by many conditions, it's important not to ignore them. If you experience any of these signs, consult your doctor to rule out any serious issues. Remember, early detection can save lives. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel to see more videos.